Hello, welcome to Pixie's Projects. Today we are doing day 7 of our Halloween countdown, and we're going to do this little jar full of stars and flowers next to it. And we're going in with a pink pencil and just making a line, not directly across, but like a little diagonal. We're trying to make this look like a galaxy in a jar. So we're starting with the lightest points first, which in this case for us will be pink. I mean, if you look up galaxies online, you can see so many different choices of colors. You can do greens, you could do the pinks, you could do yellows. You can have the centers be clear white. But we're going with pink for this one because I wanted to use something that I had that was neon, because the scholars also come with the neon pencils, and I don't use them nearly as much as I could. So I pulled them out for a couple of images on this page. So yeah, we've got the light pink in there. And just a reminder that we're doing this from a free download from Joanna Bassford's Flourish from 2020. Oh my goodness. I just went back to the 1900s somehow. We're going back in with a magenta on top of it and underneath of it. Anyway, so yeah, it's a free download we're using. Jojo Sahana also said that she had found the page in the World of Wonders and she's doing it in there. So that's also an option. But yeah, we're on day 8 and we've got this jar. And the reason I'm coloring it like a galaxy in a bottle is because the minute I saw the image, it reminded me, David and I, it was a while ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, we had found on Pinterest, people were making these things called calming jars, and they were filled with like glitter glue and water and some other stuff, and you shake them, and if you put like little toys in it and stuff like that, you put glitter in, you put sequins, and you shake it. It was supposed to be for children, but you shook the bottle and you turn it upside down, and then it would be like a timeout for the kid. You tell the kid, wait till everything's settled, and then you can get up. It's actually really calming for almost anybody. It's like this sea of things floating around. It's very bright, colorful, glittery. So we wound up making one just to see, and we did it with like little toy astronauts and stuff, and we did really big glitter stars. It was really cool. So if I can somehow attach a picture of it to the video, which I'm not good at yet, so I will see what I can do, I'll put a picture of my calming jar that we made in the video too. So yeah, we finished with the magenta. We're going in with the purple now, just to get from the pink to the purple, because that's a good blend. And then the purple will take us into the blue, which will be the endings of this. But yeah, I needed the purple to get in between the pink and the blue. I was going to go straight to blue, it wasn't going to work. So here we are adding the dark blue at the bottom. And I believe I'm going to wind up doing this twice because it doesn't appear very dark right now. So I think I was just blocking out the colors, which is something I like to do when I'm unsure of how much I want of one thing or the other. I'll lay them down really lightly first and then do a second layer, which is much darker, once I feel like I've got them where I want them. And okay, I've decided I am going to do it this way, and I'm going in with the darkest first on the second layer. It's kind of like drawing out the lines where you want certain colors to be, and then that way you can not have to second guess yourself after it's too late to change it. And I don't want to have to erase things, so I do go in fairly light. So yeah, if you've ever made a calming jar or have seen them and like them or anything, let me know in the comments. If you want the instructions, I can add them too, because it was really fun to do. It was just something silly. We used an old water bottle, but it worked out really well and it was fun. And here we're coming back in with the purple. I just want to say, just a personal message here. Beth, if you're watching, this is the way I colored the bottle in The Witch's Cottage, Hannah Carlzon book 2 that you wanted to know about. This is the exact same thing I did. And anybody who saw it on Instagram, I also posted a larger version of this type of thing on Instagram today, actually. So, sorry, when I film these and when they come out are different, but I know this one's coming out tonight. So yes, it was this morning I posted the bottle from the front page of The Witch's Cottage, and I did the bottle just like this. And today's video is slightly longer because it was just a little over 15 minutes at full speed, regular speed. So I didn't want to speed it up too much and have it be too much shorter. So I just let it go. So I hope you'll forgive me that extra 32 seconds. So yeah, we're just filling in the top with the blue, and then we'll come back in with the purple. And as you can see, we're just building up the layers. Also, it's very important that you get that darker pinkish purple, like the magenta in there, because it helped blend the layers together. If I tried to go from like that fluorescent pink straight into the purple, I wouldn't get a decent blend. Okay, now we're coloring in the cork with a dark brown, and then we'll come back in with a lighter brown on top of that. And I know this one isn't terribly spoopy, but I think if you were to add a little story to it or make it up on your own, it's a whole jar of a galaxy. That could be the entire universe in that jar, which if you're a part of that universe, that would be scary. So if I tell a really good story, this one's a scary one. And I'm using a very light blue on the edge of the bottle just so that it's part of the image now. If I left it white, it would look like I forgot to color it. We're just adding a little dark blue on the edges of it. And I'm coloring the stars with yellow. And now we're doing our leaves. So many leaves every day. I I've pretty much started using the same color blend for every set of leaves because it's easy and they look like a little bit like the Halloween greens. And there was some hesitation there because where the stems of the flowers overlapped, I thought that was a whole other leaf. I would have been so sad if I colored that in. Luckily, I noticed and didn't. Okay, and now we're coloring these flowers in with the purple. Actually, okay, I can see it now. I started with a black underlayer. And now we're doing the purple. Like I said, on the first day, we're using the Prismacolor Scholars, so there's a smaller selection of colors. So if I want anything darker than the purple I have to kind of mix it as I go. And now we're coming back in with the magenta that we used inside the Galaxy bottle. Just trying a new blend on the purple from previous ones where I've done the lavender underneath. And then there's the fluorescent pink that's also in the Galaxy bottle. I feel like if you use fluorescent on the edges of your images, it tends to make them look like they're a little bit glowing. And I like that idea for this picture specifically. And we're doing the same thing with this other flower where we're adding the black underneath. And we're putting gray on top of that. And this one's being colored with a regular orange. And coming back in with the yellow for highlights. I hope today's image is one that you like. Like I said, I know they're not all going to wind up being spooky or anything, but just to get that flavor of Halloween to stuff, as opposed to having them just be all cute and adorable. I hope it comes across for you. And then we're just adding white lines over the spirals in the jar, and of course we'll add, well, for me, it's not of course, I'm sorry. The calming jar, like I said, it had just like things flying around in it everywhere. So we're just going to add a lot of dots and stars, and we're outlining the bottle a little bit to give it dimension. And here come our little dots. You can't put too many in there because it's so tiny. And then we just have to color the grass. So I hope you did enjoy today's picture, and we'll be back tomorrow with day 6. Yeah, that's it for today. I hope you all had a great time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.